Hi everyone, Joe from Weedon, Melbourne. Just thought I'd jump on and say hello. Hasn't happened for a little while, so I thought I would do so. Now, I have no idea if people are here or if anyone's looking, but that's okay. I've decided to go live anyway, especially given the worldwide circumstances that are occurring at the moment. I thought I'd share an idea with you that I am working on. So there's no doubt that lots of things are going on in our world. There's some real worries, and there's also some people that are thinking that everything will be okay and that I'm not at risk and all that sort of thing. But various people are choosing to isolate themselves. And with this in mind, I've decided to act on what I know, which is card making. And I've decided to prepare a couple of little envelopes for some neighbours of mine. So I thought I'll walk that through with you. Now, I can't see if anyone's commenting or if anyone's watching. I haven't got my other computer on because I know that that can be a bit distracting. So I'm just winging it. If there's any questions, please ask and I'll get back to it later. But I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. So what I've decided to do is I made my own little cards. So I think it's 8 centimetres by 12 with Whisper White, and I've already stuck down the designer paper. So that is from our beautiful Poppies. Let me read it properly so that I know. Peaceful Poppies designer paper. It's the one here that has, I've already got the tape on the back, but they've got the gold flecks through them. So this is a celebration item that you can get. No, it's not. It's not. Hang on. Yes, it is. I beg your pardon. It's from the Bees designer paper. Let me get that one out, which means I posted the wrong details earlier. Golden Honey designer paper. So I'll just show you. This is from Celebration. So the gold flecks or the gold detail through these papers is just beautiful. Look at that. A little bit trippy on your eyes, but it's just stunning. And you don't necessarily need to use a full card piece, obviously. And I can see some really beautiful items coming out of these, whether it's male or female, and a whole range of themes that we can use. So that's what they are. Oh, I forgot these ones. So there we go. Just beautiful. And once again, you know, Stampin' Up has the loud and proud side of the designer paper, and then the other side is often a little bit more subtle. So it's a really great mix depending on what theme you're using. So as you saw, that last sheet here is what I've chosen to use. So I've already cut and placed that down, adhered that down. So that's a piece of designer paper that's 4 by 10.5 centimetres, and I've used the banner punch as well to put the corner in just for a bit of detail. Now, I found this design and I've tweaked it a little bit to make it smaller, but I found this design on Pinterest, so I'll add that person's name because I'm a bit bad with that. I need to make sure that I do acknowledge the right people because this is their creation, so I'll do that. So next I've used the dies from our Poppies, the Poppy Moments dies, and I've run it through the Big Shot with the solid image and also black with the divided piece one. Oh, that's not really the right word, but with the detailed piece, I should say. So all I'm going to do is using my mango ink, Mango Melody, I should say. I'm just going to, and the reason I haven't got a one to show you is because I've actually given it away already. I made it earlier in a real haste and decided to share it immediately. So that's why I haven't got you that, I do have a full-size card that I'll show you in a moment. So all I did, as you can see, is super roughly, my goodness, sponged the Daffodil Delight with the Mango Melody ink. And it actually doesn't matter if you're a bit rough with this very centerpiece, because as you'll see, if I just turn that around the right way, as you'll see, this will go over like that, and you'll just get a sprinkle of color on the outside. So I'm just going to put, so if you work your way from the inside out, it will actually be fairly forgiving. So my lovely ladies made this last week, I believe, and everybody's sponging was completely different, but fantastic. It looked really great. And some did heaps of colour and others did a subtle amount. So it sort of doesn't matter, really. It just works and it just pops. The orange and the yellow and the black, I beg your pardon, are really great. So as you saw, all I've done is stuck a bit of glue to the underside of the black, and then this colour shows through like that. How great. Oh, I can see that there's comments, but I can't read them. As I said, I'll have a look later. I've got Kiev in the oven as well, so I want to be mindful that's not burning. So on top of that, I have die cut the centerpiece, which I think is a stamen, I believe. But before I stick that down, what I want to do is somehow find, and I don't know where it is, so I'll find my other one, my beautiful Wink of Stella, just to give it a little bit of glitz. So as you might see, I'm making a card to give to neighbours to say, hi, we might be isolated, but I'm thinking of you, you know, reaching out to our community, because there's a lot that we can do even from our chairs inside our house. And from what I've seen, this is not that dissimilar to what perhaps our grandparents went through during the war times. And so the idea of reaching out and helping each other and connecting in various ways is just so important. Our CEO of Stampin Up had a live video this morning, and she talked about the need for reaching out and saying hello to people where we can, where appropriate, obviously. And her quote from another person in the office was, social distancing is quite different to emotional distancing. So it really struck with me. It actually kind of made me tear up a little bit to think that there's going to be some people who just won't get contact with others. And I find that really distressing. So again, if this is something that I can help people with, then great. And I'd love to see it kick off. I'd love to see what other people can do also. So as you saw, I've used Wink of Stella on the stamen and placed that on with a tiny piece of dimensional. I'll move that up so that you can see. See, look at the sparkle. How beautiful is it? And as I said, just that bit of sponging around just gives it a little bit of depth of colour and lifts it. And then place that on here. And I've got our two leaves. Now this is in Pear Pizzazz and Garden Green. And again, these dies are from the same die set, the Poppy Moments die set. Sorry, I've got everything everywhere. If you could see my table beyond this perfect little clean area, oh my goodness. It's a bit crazy, but that's okay. A work in progress, as they say. So all we really need here on these leaves is a tiny bit of glue, and I may have already done too much because the glue was already upside down, thanks to Groot holding my glue. It actually might be a little bit too much, so it may bleed through a tiny bit, but we'll see how we go. So I'd certainly love to see how others are thinking of those in the community and including those, and giving each other, you know, a little bit of heart and a little bit of encouragement to perhaps go outside your norms if you wouldn't normally say hello to your neighbours or something, you know, leaving a note or leaving a baked pie or something like that is just truly beautiful. So I've cut these leaves because this is quite large when you think about it on a note card. It's actually quite large. So I've done that, and then all I'm going to do is cut this down a little bit so that it kind of sort of looks like it's continued, you know, so it doesn't look so it doesn't look as if I've actually cut it off, hopefully. So again, just a little bit of glue, because the Tombow is amazing, the glue. We don't need a lot. So I'm going to place that under here. Oh, that's a bit much. Yeah. So I always try to look for something, a bit of positiveness in situations like this. I think it's really easy to get bogged down, and I'd rather not do that. So that's why I thought, be a bit proactive, Joe, give things a bit of a go, and use your talent for good, not evil. I'm just going to grab some black ink. And I've decided to use the Artfully Aware stamp set. So it's got some really beautiful community type images in it, as in, you know, people coming together and that sort of thing. We've got various stamp sets. The struggle is, various sentiments. The struggle is real. You've got my support. Until there's a cure, I'm here for you. Lean on me. Together we make a difference. And this is the one that I've chosen to use. Together we can make a difference. I think that's a really nice community statement. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to turn this around the right way so that I can see where it is. So ink it up really well. And I'm just going to place it here at the bottom. And hopefully I haven't got it on the bottom of my flag. Yay! There we go. Let me just cover this so that I don't put my arm in it later. There we go. And that is the note card. Reasonably simple. Now I've actually cut about 8 of the designer papers out already. So I'm going to throw these together later and then go and deliver them. With a little note in them just to say, you know, hey, I'm thinking of you. If there's anything we can do, I'm here. Now, with this card, I'm also going to complete these. Something I saw on a page a few days ago, so I printed these. So these are just little business side card. I don't know what they're called. I can't think of what they're called. Just little information things. So, hello, if you're self-isolating, I can help. My name's Joe. I live in Sydney. My phone number is this. If you're self-isolating due to the COVID-19, I can help with picking up shopping, a friendly phone call, posting mail, urgent supplies. Just call and I'll do my best. So in this card, I will write that I'm working and I'm at uni, but I'll attempt to try to help you. So this is the card that I've already got. Lemonade, sorry, the shiny things happening, isn't it, from the laminating, sorry. So I've already done that, and I've got a magnet on the back so that the participants can put it, well, not really participants, so that the individual can put it on their fridge and it's accessible should they need it. And what I've been doing is putting it into one of our envelopes, cello bags, I beg your pardon. Whoops. Without damaging that beautiful flower, and closing it up and delivering it, so that then they have a smile in the shape of a card, and they have some information. Now they may not want to contact me, and that's fine, or they might just want to say thanks, but I'm all good, or they might choose to pass my information on to somebody else. I'm very aware that I'm not going to do this for 30 people. Because that's not practical from their point of view either. If I'm running around for too many, then that means that I can't actually make a difference. But I'll see what I can do in, you know, my local 1 or 2 streets. So with this in mind, oh, I did forget, I'll leave that there for you, but I did forget. Here is the larger full-size card. So I've actually stepped this up from what I saw on Pinterest, because it was just on the white base, and they used a different ribbon. So I've used the polka dot ribbon, and I've actually put it on the base of yellow as well. So, you know, our products are really great. They work really well, whether you're doing a note card or a full-size card. And there you go. If I go into self-isolation, or if I need to be working from home, maybe I could do some work for a scrapbooking page, and I'll show you the stepped-up version of these two. So I urge you to reach out, see what you can do. This doesn't seem very big, but it might actually be really, really important to somebody's mental health, just to know that somebody's there, purely for a phone call, because that's, you know, that is an option. Just a friendly phone call, to say hi, how you going, you know, even meeting for a coffee, but, you know, having a coffee through the walls, or the door, I beg your pardon. You know, we've seen some beautiful movements happening in Italy where people are singing happy birthday to people through the corridors of the community and all that sort of thing. So why can't we do that here in Australia as well? Feel free to share my video and my ideas, certainly, and I'd love to see what you can do to help our world be not so separated. Have a good night, and I hope to continue with the lives, even though I've been a little bit spasmodic with it. Good luck with everything. Stay safe and take care of each other. Bye.